Hare
Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So where did we stop, Mataji, last class? 72.
Mataji, we finished the shlokas.
Shlokas.
Yeah, so we completed 8th chapter.
8th. Okay.
How to discharge devotional service we have to start.
Yes. Okay. So we'll continue. Mamajnanatimirandasya jnananjanashalakeya chakshunvidamena tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanyamanoਭീഷ്ടം स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिधि नामे नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Okay, so we'll continue. I hope all of you are having memorizing the verses. Now, very important verses of Nectar of Devotion. So please try to memorize them, and we'll see something about spontaneous devotional service. Okay. So before that, how to discharge devotional service we finished, right? Once full we finished. Offenses to be avoided. Did we finish that?
Yes, Mataji, about offenses in the temple.
Then decorating one's body with the tilak.
That we did not do. Tilak we did not do. Only offenses at home, temple and preaching programs.
Yeah, how to avoid seva, aparad, nama, aparad, right?
Yes.
So it's here. We are here. Yeah, I think last class we did this, the offenses, how to avoid. Avoiding seva, aparad and nama, aparad, yes. I think that's what we did. Okay. So nama, aparad, yes, we discussed the 10 offenses, the holy name. And I think we had this breakout room also, right? How to avoid seva, aparad at home, ISKCON temple preaching program. We had a breakout room here. Okay. Now, how to discharge devotional service followed while visiting a temple. Did we do this? So while visiting the temple, what are we supposed to do? We should go in a clean stage. It should be a shuchi stage. Okay. Especially when you go to the altar to do pujari service or in the DT kitchen. Especially those two places, it has to be more shuchi in the sense achaman has to be done. And the other places, all the services, the making garlands for the deities, any service we should go in a shuchi way, having cleansed the body, wearing fresh clothes, tilak, for the pleasure of the Lord. Okay, so this has to be done. And we bow down and offer respects to all the devotees present. That is, this is the pranam mantra for Vaishnavas now. Vancha kalpadrivasya kripasindedevacha patitanam pavnevya Vaishnavi. So we offering respectful obeisance to all the Vaishnava devotees who are like desiratory, who can fulfill the desires of everyone, all the fallen conditioned souls. And they're full of compassion. Okay, so why are we doing this? Like after the 10 offenses to the holy name, we read, then immediately we do say Vanchakalparubhisha and we pay obeisances, all of us. Irrespective of whether we are in neophyte devotee or Madhyamadhikari, Kanishta, Uttama, everybody pays obeisances. Why? Yes. Why are we doing that? Paying obeisance to the devotees. To the Lord, okay, I can understand, because Krishna himself says, Madhyajimam Namaskuru. We have to pay obeisance to Krishna. But why paying obeisance to the devotees like this?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. To get the mercy of the devotees, Mataji, because first mercy is from the devotees and then we get the Krishna's mercy.
Okay, so that is one point. Yes, important point to have the mercy of the Vaishnavas, because it's always says that ours is a mercy movement. Unless we get mercy of a devotee, we cannot advance in devotional service. So we have to get the mercy of the devotees. For that, we need to pay obeisances. What else? Another reason?
Mataji, devotees are dear to Krishna. Sorry,
Okay.
Prabhuji, please continue.
Krishna says, Mad Bhaktya Puja Bhyadika, my devotees should be worshipped more than me. So you worship, you offer obeisance to Krishna and offer to devotees, Krishna will be more pleased. Okay. Dikshit Prabhu.
Mataji, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has mentioned in Shikshashtakam, Trinadapi Sunichina Tarorapi
Yes.
Savishnata. One must be
Yes.
humble than a grass. So we have to be humble to all the Vaishnavas, Mataji, and one must not have um,
Yes,
head weight
humility.
or
Yes, that
greediness.
head fight, that ahankara will go when we bow down in front of Vaishnavas. Yes, definitely. Because if once somebody having so much false ego will not go down. They will not go down. They because they feel like they have to go down only to Krishna. They don't feel like going down to devotees. But yes, it makes us more humble when we go down to devotees. Definitely, yes. What else? We also ask forgiveness, no, to all the Vaishnavas. So, like, see, knowingly or unknowingly, we would have done so many offenses every day because we are just growing in devotional service. So, knowingly or unknowingly, whatever offenses we have done, knowingly, okay, we know, and we go to that devotee and apologize. Like how, who's that? Durvasa Muni went to Ambarish Maharaj, and he went to Vaikunta and everywhere, Kailas and Brahma's world, but still finally came back to Ambarish Maharaj, fell at his lotus feet, asked for forgiveness. So that's why in Vaishnava Aparadha was taken care. But knowingly we can, with known offense, but unknown offense, we would have unknowingly offended so many Vaishnavas daily. So our devotional service should not get hampered because of that, because Vaishnava Aparadha is like Hathi Mata or a mad elephant, which will uproot your Bhakti Lata beach. So unknowingly, whatever offense we have done, we are asking for forgiveness by paying obeisance to all the Vaishnava deities. And when we pay obeisances, what happens is in the temple or whatever, wherever it is, the Vaishnava dhulis, like the dust from the lotus feet of the devotees, will be on the floor, and it touches your head or the forehead, and your head gets smeared with the dust of the devotee. So when the dust comes, what happens? All the offenses taken care, and you get mercy, and you get lot of power. Like it is said, Bhakta Pada Dhuli Ara Bhakta Pada Jal, Bhakta Bhukta Avashesha Tina Mahabal. So the three things which is very, very powerful is Bhakta Pada Dhuli, the dust from the lotus feet of a devotee. Bhakta Pada Jal, the water after Abhisheka of the lotus feet of a devotee, like Charanamrit and all of Srila Prabhupada or now devotees. Then Bhakta Bhukta Avashesha, that is the remnants of the prasadam taken by devotees. It becomes Mahaprasad. These three things are, Mahabal. It gives you a lot of power and mercy. So to get that dust, we are actually paying obeisances to the devotees. And yes, we are not paying obeisance to the body. We are actually paying obeisance to the Lord who is in their heart as Paramatma. So we are actually worshipping the body as a temple because the Lord reside in that temple. So we offer obeisance to Srila Prabhupada, chanting prayers to one spiritual master, followed by the prayers of Srila Prabhupada. Actually, when we pay obeisance to Srila Prabhupada, some people just pay obeisances and get up. No, we actually have to bow down. We have to chant the pranam mantra. Even when we offer obeisance to Radha Krishna, whichever deities we have to chant their pranam mantra, and then only the obeisance is complete. Otherwise, it's just a bodily way. The mind, words, everything should be offered to the Lord. And we offer obeisance to the deities, chanting prayers. Like we can chant Panchatattva mantra, we can chant Lord Shri Krishna's pranam mantra, Srimati Radharani's pranam mantra, or specific deities, whoever is present, followed by the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So this is how obeisance should be given. So sometimes, yes, out of hurry, yes, and we are so busy that we just pay obeisance and get up and run. But actually, the obeisance is taken care when we chant the pranam mantra. There is a devotee in a temple. When he pay obeisance to Radha Govinda, it takes a lot of time. I was like, 5 minutes, Prabhu will be in Dandavats. I was like, what is then? We could hear him chanting the pranam mantra, the whole pranam mantra he chants. That's how real obeisances should be taken. So next time when we do obeisances, we have to pray, we have to chant the mantra and then do obeisance. Okay. So when we do obeisance, Krishna himself says when that Durvasa Muni went to Vaikunta, Lord Vishnu said, I don't know how Sudarshan Chakra went. Without my permission, Sudarshan Chakra went. So, because Sudarshan Chakra is taking care of my devotee. So, there is only one remedy, go and fall at the feet of Ambarish Maharaj. If Ambarish Maharaj forgives you, then you get the mercy. So, similarly, when Lord Chaitanya, when Nimai became Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like when he got the transcendental ecstasy, And he gave Krishna Prema to everyone except one person. Who was that? Who was the one who didn't get Krishna Prema initially? Does anyone know? Mahaprabhu gave Krishna Prema to everyone. Krishna Prema Pradayini. He gives Krishna Prema to everyone. Nobody is reading Chaitanya Charitamrita here. It's nectar when you read Chaitanya Charitamrita. How can you not read it?
It's that king, Mataji.
Now, King Prataprudra got it later
Hmm.
because when he did the massage to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet, singing Gopi Gita Tava Katamritam, then later on he got it. Now, there was Sachi Mata, who is the mother of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who didn't get Krishna Prema. And everybody was shocked. Arre, Mahaprabhu was given Krishna Prema even to a barber who came to shave his head. The barber, when he touched Mahaprabhu's long, soft hair to shave because he had taken sannyas and he was about to shave it, he immediately got Krishna Prema, fell on the ground and was in ecstasy. So even a barber could get Krishna Prema, but Sachi Mata could not get Krishna Prema. So Advaita Acharya, everybody was so worried and they went to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and asked, you are so Mahavadanya, you are so magnanimous and you're so merciful. You're giving Krishna Prema to everyone. Even Jagai Mata got Krishna Prema and you're not giving Krishna Prema to your own mother Sachi Devi. Why? And then Mahaprabhu said, because my mother did Vaishnava Parat. Does anyone know how Sachi Mata did Vaishnava Parat? What aparat happened with her? She actually, when her elder son, Vishwarupa, took sannyas, she blasphemed Advaita Acharya because Vishwarup, her elder son, used to go to Advaita Acharya's house to hear Srimad Bhagavatam every day. So Vishwarup became renounced and he took sannyas at very young age. And Sachi Mata was so unhappy with that she started criticizing Advaita Acharya for that. Because of him, because of hearing Bhagavatam from him, my son took sannyas. And later on, when Nimai Pandit, when he became Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, and he took sannyas, even that time, Sachi Mata again criticized Advaita Acharya for Mahaprabhu taking sannyas. So that became a Vaishnava Parat. And then everybody, Advaita Acharya is like, everybody asked, what is the remedy? So Mahaprabhu said, my mother has to take the dust from the lotus feet of Advaita Acharya. And Advaita Acharya could not stand this because Sachi Mata is like the mother of the universe in the sense she is the mother of the Lord himself. And how can she touch my lotus feet? So hearing this, Advaita Acharya became unconscious. He could not handle it. And that time, Sachi Mata was overhearing the conversation that she understood that she have offended Advaita Acharya. And the only remedy to get Krishna Prema is to take the dust from his feet. So when Advaita Acharya went into unconsciousness, Sachi Mata took this opportunity, ran and came and took the dust from Advaita Acharya's lotus feet and kept it on her head. And Mahaprabhu was very pleased. Mahaprabhu immediately gave Krishna Prema to Sachi Mata. That Sachi Mata was in so much ecstasy, she also fell unconscious because of that Ashtasattvika Vihar. So this is just to show an example that how powerful is the dust of the lotus feet of a devotee. Even without their permission, you can take it. It says even remnants. When last week we had her grace, Suripi Devidasi Mataji from Australia, she was Prabhupada's disciple. So when she came, we all were around her. Mataji, Mahaprasad, Mahaprasad. She was laughing and she was just giving Mahaprasad to all of us. That's the mercy actually. You can beg for the Mahaprasad, no problem. You can even ask because there's nothing wrong in taking the remnants of a pure devotee. So here the dust of the lotus feet. So that's why we should always pay obeisances. Like whenever we meet senior Vaishnavas or when we go to temple also pay obeisance to the Vaishnavas. That's really good for us because we are actually taking the dust from the lotus feet of the devotees. And all the offenses taken care. See, knowingly or unknowingly, whatever offense we have done, everything is taken care just by paying obeisances. But as I told you, somebody having false ego cannot pay obeisances. They feel like they'll feel like, why should I pay obeisance to this person? And I am great, I am so and so. As we advance in devotional service, we feel that, but we should not do that. Okay. And here it is said how typical steps followed. Okay, we'll continue that. We should go always with some things in our hand to a temple. Actually, they said either one fruit or flower, something for the deities we can get. We should not go empty-handed. Or at least if they can't buy it, they at least put the money in the hundi or something for the service in the temple. It is said you should get it. Take darshan of the deities attentively, starting from the lotus feet. So you've seen in Darshanarati, the Pujari will show the mirror from down to up. Actually, that's how we should take darshan, from the lotus feet towards the face of the Lord. But normally what happens when we go to temple, we immediately see the face. That's our routine, but we should have a habit of seeing the Lord in this way and observing beautiful decorations and beauty of the Lord. Sometimes we feel the jewelries, the dress the Lords have worn is so beautiful. No, because the Lord is so beautiful, the Lord, the jewelries that is worn on the Lord also becomes beautiful. Yes, Achyutakeshwar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So is that the same case with Jagannath Mataji? Do we have to look at the feet first? Because for Jagannath, we do not have feet. No, there is no feet.
Yeah, lotus feet. But then it is said any deities, it is said that from downwards to up. That's what it is said. So Queen Kunti, she also followed the same principle to see Krishna from the bottom to the up. But because she was aunt of Krishna, and Krishna should not be embarrassed by that situation, Prabhupada mentions that Kunti Maharani started looking Krishna from the thighs, not from the lotus feet, because Krishna was so young there. And Kunti Maharani already knew that Krishna is the Supreme Personality Godhead, and she was taking darshan of the Lord, but she did it from the thighs and upward. But for Jagannath also, we can see from the down. But if we have small deities, that's fine. But I'm saying from the temple, the bigger deities, better to go from down to up. That's how it is said in Nectar of Devotion, Prabhu, that we have to start from the lotus feet, moving gradually up to the lotus face of the Lord. Okay.
Yes,
So sometimes we
Mataji.
can't
After
help.
learning this,
Yeah.
yeah, after learning this, I do that for Radha Krishna and for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Thai Prabhu. But then for Jagannath, even before I enter the temple, he's constantly glaring at us. So I just
We
peek
can't
into
help that.
his eyes directly.
Jagannath's eyes, nobody can escape that eyes, and he doesn't blink, he doesn't have an eyelid. So definitely attraction is towards the eyes. Nothing wrong in that, no offense, but this is how it is said. At least you remember to take darshan like that. But I even now, I just see the lotus face. And then I remembered, oh, I have to say from the lotus feet. Then I go from the lotus feet. First, my darshan is on the face. And sometimes, especially in Tirupati and all, they take, like, they'll be in the queue for like 2-3 hours, and they go in front of Venkateshwara for like 2-3 seconds, and they like move. And that time, you've seen many of them just go in front and they close their eyes. Govinda, 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 they say. Why did you stand in the queue for such a long time to go in front of the altar and close your eyes? No, we should not close your eyes in front of the temple. I mean, the deities. We should look at them. Even the gopis, they blamed Brahma, no? Why did they blame Brahma? The gopis in the Gopi Gita. It's funny thing.
Mataji, because they had to blink the eyelids.
So they were criticizing Brahma. What creator he is, he made these eyelids that we are blinking and we are losing Krishna's darshan for a second. When you blink, you don't really realize unless you're really conscious about it, but you don't realize you're blinking. You feel like you're looking. But that moment, that second, fraction of a second also, the gopis don't want to miss Krishna's moves and Krishna's glance. They were criticizing Brahma. What creator he made this eyelid, it keeps blinking. That's why it is said in a funny way that the Lord came as Jagannath. He doesn't want to blink. He wants to completely look at the devotees in all the directions. And he's so merciful, Jagannath. So his eyes and this beautiful smile that attracts everyone. So in that case, sometimes we don't follow these. But it is said, rules and regulations, we should not go for niyama agraha. What is that? Ulsaha nishya dhairya tattat karma pravartana sangatya. No. Where is niyama agraha coming? Atyahara prayasya prachalpaniya agraha jana sangasya laulyam cha shadbir bhaktir vinashyati. So next, we'll be dealing nectar of instruction. So in nectar of instruction, the verse 2, Srila Rupa Goswami says, Atyahara prayasya prajalpa niyamagraha. There are so many things which will destroy your bhakti. One is, I'm just taking that point, like overeating, over-endeavoring, over-collecting, all that. And as prajalpa, that is gossips and material gramekata. But there's one word called niyamagraha. That means too much attachment to the rules or neglecting the rules. Both should not be done. Too much attached. Oh, I have to see Krishna from the lotus feet to the up. And you're just following the rules. that you forget the bhav with which you are seeing, that you forget to, you're seeing so much rules in achaman and that, this, but you forget that bhav with which you are approaching the Lord. Now that should not be there. Too much rules. Don't touch that, don't touch this, and so much of into rules. That is not allowed. And too much neglecting the rules. Arey, chalta hai, it's okay, I can do this, I can do this. No, no. It should be in a moderate way. We should have love and devotion towards Krishna. At the same time, we should follow a little bit of rules and regulations. So sometimes devotees get attracted to the beautiful face of the Lord. Nothing wrong in it, but this is how normally the darshan should be taken. And if we could memorize certain prayers, like there are so many prayers in Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna's prayer, Queen Kunti's prayers, and so many prayers in Bhagavatam glorifying the Lord, that can be chanted, it is said. Because why? Krishna will be more pleased when you chant a pure devotee's prayers. And Krishna will be like, who's chanting my pure devotee's prayers from Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita? So we can chant actually, and we can request engagement in Lord's service. Temple is not an ordinary place. We should be conscious of this. Also offer our respect and obeisance while entering and exiting the temple. So while entering the temple, whom should we first pay obeisance? To Prabhupada or to the deities?
Srila Prabhupada.
First Prabhupada, then deities. And while leaving the temple?
Last Prabhupada.
First deities and last Prabhupada. Okay. Why? Because it's when you enter the deity, we are approaching Krishna through the Guru. No, only through the Guru. So first Guru and then deity. While leaving the temple, we pray to Krishna, and then we pray to Guru that please don't trap me in Maya. Please, we are requesting the Gurus to please take care of us, because we are outside the temple. We are in a trap of Maya. So please let Maya not touch me. So today I was hearing Prabhupada. Prabhupada says, how much ever you serve Maya, Maya will not be satisfied. How much ever you serve your relatives and friends and family in this world, they will never be satisfied until your death. So much you do. But Krishna, just by Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, he's flat. He's just yours. Okay? That's how Krishna is. Small service you do to Krishna, Krishna is completely yours. But how much ever you serve this material world, they'll never be satisfied. They want more, more, more. This is how Krishna is. That he'll not forget even some small service you have done to him. He's Bhavagrahi Janardana. Okay, so we should feel that. And so we decorate the body with the tilak. Those who have initiated, they are already doing this, so sheltered. But those who have not done this, please start doing this from today, because this is very important. Normally, we have only on our forehead or might be on the neck. No, because forehead is the place where all devotees sees. Initially, when we come to Krishna consciousness, that's why we were doing. But this is how we should put the tilak, because the body is made up of, the body is a temple and Krishna is in the heart. So like in forehead, Om Keshavaya Nama. If you're not able to remember the mantras, you write and keep somewhere near your tilak and you repeat it. Okay, so anywhere you pray. So forehead, Om Keshavaya Nama, belly, Narayana Nama, chest, Madhavaya Nama, neck, Govindaya Nama, Vaishnavaya Nama, Madhusudana Nama, Trivikramaya Nama. So you can see all these different places. Okay, this is dealt in the initiation class, and all those who are getting prepared for initiation should learn this. They'll ask this mantra. Vamana Nama, Shidra Nama, Rishikesh Nama, Padmanabha Nama, and Damodara Nama. And also there is one more place, Vasudeva Nama, on the shika or behind your head. Yes, Snehavadi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Actually, I apply this tilak just like how we apply on the neck, no? Like one dot. So that's okay, right? Like, or do we have to like put it how we put it on our forehead? Is it like a mandate to do it that way?
Yeah, it's not just a dot. May not be in the same way as you do forehead. It's supposed to be like that, but at least an above and below should be there. That is the tulsi and the two limbs.
Okay, Mataji.
At least
Hare
like
Krishna.
that. You put it like that, just like this.
Understood.
And you may not make the gap in the middle and all that. Sometimes pujaris, they do that because they wear shawl and they are representing
right.
the altar. But for Mataji's, don't put just a dot. You can just put it like this, like the tilak.
Got it, Mataji.
Like that.
Okay. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhupada says in the temple, Krishna is personally present. So our duty is that we should never think of the deities made up of a stone or metal, nothing like that. Here is Krishna personally present. That is devotion. And we should worship him like that. We should offer respects. Here is Krishna. We cannot do anything wrong. And therefore, there's a list of offense in nectar of devotion. And Prabhupada says, did you discuss that? So we should avoid these offenses. Not that here is a stone statue. He's not going to see I'm doing this offense. Now that's not very good. We should always feel that here is Krishna personally present. So even your home deities, because home deities will not have temple standard, but whatever standard you're doing. And Garmita is Jagannatha was so merciful, they don't take any offense. So try to serve them as much as possible. And if it's a picture also, serve in the best way. And when you chant the holy name, the Nama Aparad should be avoided. Even when a person becomes an offender to the Supreme Personality Godhead himself, he can be still delivered by taking shelter of the holy name. Haristane aparade tara harinam. If you do aparad to Hari, Harinam will take care. In other words, chanting of Hare Krishna is beneficial for eradicating all the sins, but it won't become an offender to the holy name, then he has no chance to be delivered. So if you do offense to Krishna, holy name will take care. But if we do offense to holy name, then keep chanting more and more so that we can be delivered. Okay. So Prabhupada says you must see that they strictly follow the regulative principles of prohibition as well as devotional practice of arising early, that is before Brahma Muhurta, taking morning bath, putting tilak, attending Mangalarati, chanting the japa of 16 rounds minimum, and attending Srimad Bhagavatam class. This is the duty of all my initiated disciples, whether they are big or they are small. Actually, in our movement, there is no such thing big or small. Everyone is a devotee. So everyone is expected to follow the devotional practices. But sometimes a pure devotee, no, the pure devotees, they also come from Mangalarati. They also chant. Why? Like pure devotees, our Maharaj, our Gurujans. Why are they doing it? They are already in Bhava platform, right?
Mataji, because they have the spontaneous devotional service. They are willing to serve the Lord.
They are in spontaneous devotional service, fine. But why are they
to put an example to us devotees?
Yeah, Prabhupada says it's to put an example. Prabhupada writes in one letter also that even the temple presidents and all the exalted devotees in the temple also should do it because to set an example. Prabhupada said that once one devotee, he was a pure devotee, and Prabhupada said that he was not coming for Mangalarati. So Prabhupada said, you may not attend Mangalarati, you may not do all these regulative things because you're already in a Bhava platform. That's fine because he's chanting, doing all the other things. But Prabhupada's like, at least to set an example for the younger generation, for your junior people, you have to come. Yes, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Now we have Mangalarti at home, Mataji, but I crave to attend Mangalarti in the temple. And it's been at least about a year and a half since we have Jagannath at home and since we do Mangalarti at home.
Okay.
But I fear not waking up Jagannath in the morning at home if I attend Mangalarti in the temple. So under these circumstances, how do we, manage, Mataji? I'm craving to attend Mangalarti in the temple since a year and a half. I'm not able to do that. So how do we manage this, Mataji?
No, at temple, so in house, you're not waking Jagannath up at that early?
We do that since a year and a half. We do Mangalarti at home, Mataji.
Home, but you want to do it in the temple?
Yeah, because we're doing it at home, I'm not able to attend Mangalarti in the temple. If I attend Mangalarti in the temple, then I'm not able to wake up Jagannath at home. So because of that fear, I'm just restricted to doing Mangalarti at home. But my heart is craving for attending Mangalarti in the temple because of the association of devotees that we have in the temple.
Yes,
so how do I overcome this?
Yeah, you have to do it in the temple. So what you can do is you can ask forgiveness from Jagannath, and maybe after the temple you do all that thing and come back, and then in temple in house the temporary timing, the Mangalarati timing can be changed, but in temple it cannot be changed. This said. So in house what you can do is might be you can attend the Mangalarati there, do some few rounds. Some devotees are doing that. They immediately run to their house, they wake up their deities there and do the aarti there. So in that way, you can change the timing in the house group because Mangalarati temple is so important. And if you are living close by, there are so many devotees who cannot go to a temple at that time. So for them, it's okay. But if you can really go, then you should go. Why? Because the devotee association in the temple will really help us to advance. In house also, whatever you're doing is great. But since it's Jagannath, he will not take any offense. And you can pray to them that since I'm going to the temple, and there might be some service also there, something you can do there, which is always good. And in the association of devotees, Prabhupada always says that because to advance, we should be in association of devotees. and you can learn so many things at that time. And in the house, you can postpone that time. You can change that time for a little bit, maybe half an hour more or 1 hour more. Jagannath can sleep, and you can, because some devotees, they even put the deities Jagannath to sleep or rest and then travel. So it's not offense. So they do that because they feel that associating with Vaishnavas is very, very important. So it is said so that either it is up to you, but since if you feel that you have to do it at the same time at home, then you have to sacrifice something. But or because once you set a time, you can't change it. Not like one day in the temple, one day at home. No, we can't do that. So set a timing in the house and follow that. You can change in the house. We can change to postpone a little bit if you can do that, or else.
Postponing for me will be like, Mangalarti will only happen at 10 a.m. in that case, Mata, because I live in the suburb area. For me to
so
go to
it's
temple
difficult for you.
itself is easily 1.5 hours.
Oh, then it's better in the house, Prabhu, because 1.5 hours up and down, 3 hours in the drive, and then might be what you can do is on Ekadashis, you can go to temple, or on the weekends like Sundays, so that you don't miss the association also. But then what to do? At that time, Jagannath has to be given like more rest on that particular day. Some devotees, they do that. That is especially during Ekadashi, they come to the temple for Mangalarti, and might be weekend, Sunday, because they don't go for work. And then they go back and get back to their duties and do service. So it is up to you. You have to decide. You have to manage your life in such a way that you are getting the benefit of the temple as well as here. And there's another devotee who do Mangalarti at home and comes for Darshanarti in the temple. In that way also, he gets some association, like 7:30, 7:15, they are there to attend Darshanarti along with Guru Puja. And then they sit for Bhagavatam class if possible and then leave. They don't come for Mangalarti. There are 2 devotees, they stay somewhere far, so they can't come for Mangalarti. So they do it at home and they come for Darshanarti. Some may see that you get some association in the temple, or might be in the evening Aarti, somewhere you can go, or in the Ekadashi weekends, whatever possible. However your lifestyle is, you can manage like that. Okay.
Evening, I attend every evening Aarti, Mataji. That is because my office is right next to the temple. So every evening I go, but it's just that my heart is craving for Mangal Aarti because that is ecstasy for me.
Yeah, so that you can either do it on Ekadashi or weekends, however possible. Because it's been 1.5 years you didn't go so for Mangalarti. So it's always good. On Ekadashi, it's very special. So definitely you can try on Ekadashis. In that way, twice in every month you can go for Mangalarti, right? So that is good.
Sure, Mataji, I'll do that. Thank you, Mataji.
Try, because on Mangalarti time, on Ekadashi, it's like the home deities get Abhisheka, like so many other things to be done. So you need more time. So you can finish the temple thing and come back. However possible, you can manage. Okay, Prabhupada says everyone should follow the rules and regulation. So Archana, these are also coming under the 64 limbs, like accepting flower garlands. The garlands worn by the lords will be given to you. You can accept it. Dancing before the deities. When you dance in front of the deities, what happens? What is the benefit we get in the case then? Does anyone know?
All the senses are engaged in
dancing. Huh?
All the senses are being engaged in
all the senses
service
are
upon
engaged.
Krishna.
That's fine. Okay.
Mataji, our sins are.
Yes. The sins will be crushed when the reactions of your sinful activities, everything gets crushed when you dance in front of the deities. So that's very important. Even though you are not a good dancer, you can do the Swami step. That is raising both the hands and just swinging that side and the side. That's also dancing in before the deity, bowing down in honor of the deity, standing up to receive the Lord, okay, and following the deities when the deity is taken for parikrama procession, going to the temple. Yes, as Prabhu said, we're using your leg to do devotional service. Pado Harikshetra Padanu Sarpane. And circumambulating the temple. Which are the 2 instances where circumambulation of the temple should not be done? When we should not.
When the curtain is closed.
Curtain is closed for what?
For dressing or for resting.
Boga.
Boga. Okay, when the Lord is taking Bhoga, that's prasad being offered, and Bhoga is offered, then the dresses are dressing the deities and also Abhisheka or whatever going on. And because the Lord reciprocates when you pay obeisances, it is said. So when the curtains are closed, the Lords cannot reciprocate. So we should not circumambulate at that time. And especially Bhoga offering. Then Archana can be done, rendering service to the Lord. Partaking prasadam, that's very important service. Drinking Charanamrita. Charanamrita is not just water, it is the dust, the lotus feet of the Lord and the devotees. And smelling the incense and the flowers offered to the deities through your nose. Pado Parikshetra Padana Sarpadesh. No, what is it? Granam Chitatpada Saroja Sauramam. Srimat Tulasya Rasadam Tadarpita. Ambarish Maharaj with all this. Touching the deities, not possible every time, but at your home deities, you can touch. Seeing the deities, that is Mugunda Lingalaya Darshana Darshan, and observing artis. However possible at home, or if not possible at home, at least seeing the arti online also will help. Okay. Then rendering service to the Lord, worship of Krishna should be performed in such a way that the king is worshipped, Prabhupada was saying. So once in Kumbh Mela or something, Prabhupada saw there's a big elephants procession going on, and the men was on top of that elephant, all VIPs, and were taken. So Prabhupada's disciples said, Prabhupada, we also will take you in an elephant like this, in a procession. Prabhupada said, why me? You should take Krishna like this. So Krishna, you've seen in Mayapur and all, in the elephant, they take the Lords. So even in so many temples, the festivals, they take the Lords in the elephant. So that's how the Lord should be worshipped. So in Vrindavana, there are many hundreds of temples wherein deities worship exactly like a king. In Naradiya Purana, it is stated, if a person stays in the Lord's temple even for a few moments, he can surely achieve the transcendent of. Yes, Prabhu?
Sorry, Mataji, I'm asking a lot of questions today. Just wanted to check. Last year, when Guru Maharaj was here in Hyderabad, he had mentioned that during Kartik Damodar month, you should take Damodar to the other deity's house and ensure that the aarti is done. So Kartik Damodar has to move around from one place to another. So take him to the other deity's house as well. So I was just wondering, how do we take Damodar to other deity's house or to any other devotee's house? Do we, carry him the way normally that we carry in our hands, or do we carry him with a procession like this that you've just explained, Mataji?
No, this procession and all is actually for the temple. Is it from the temple or from the house?
From the house, Mataji.
The house, it can be taken in a smaller way, not in a big procession way. But in the temple, they do in such procession way. So some devotees, they make a nice platform like an asana and then decorate them with flowers and everything and then take them. Or however possible, however is convenient for you, because if you're going in a car, traveling in a car and all, you should have somebody hold the deities, or you should have a place where the deities are safe and kept. So in that way, it can be taken. This is for the temple, Prabhu, the festivals and all that, the procession is told.
Sure, Mataji. Thank you.
So Vandana, there's offering prayers. We can do like a submission or in a stavpoha, that is reciting prayers from Shastras can be done. So Prabhupada says, Vijayapati means to make known one's prayer at the lotus feet of the Lord. To describe one's miserable condition like deceitfulness, attachment to material existence, helplessness, we can offer prayers to the Lord and pray for deliverance in a voice of despair, as well as for attaining the service of the lotus feet. Okay, that prayers can be done. And also there is a statement about submission under the lotus feet of the Lord. It's Skanda Purana. It states that those who are sober devotees who can offer the submission to Krishna in following three ways. One is Sampartanatmika, that is feeling on offering prayers, and Dainya Modika. Okay, Dainya Modika means humbly submitting oneself. You should have to know this. Like one is offering prayers, six is humbly submitting, and Lalasamai, the desiring perfectional state. Somebody can ask Krishna, please engage me in devotional service, or submit yourself like Sarvadharma Parichay. Prabhupada was saying, the way you pray is, somebody asked Prabhupada, how long will it take to surrender to Krishna? So many janmas. Prabhupada says 1 minute, 1 moment. You just have to go in front of Krishna and say, Krishna, so many janmas I have forgotten you, but from now onwards, okay, please let me not forgive you anytime. Smartavyam Sadadam Vishnu. Always remember Krishna and never forget him. So that should be our praise. And Krishna will make us remember him. Laulyam Lalisamai means one should learn how to cry for the Lord. If we don't cry for Krishna, we should cry that we are not crying. It is said we should cry for the Lord in the sense in separation. One should learn the small technique. Once we were leaving Mayapur, my friend and was enjoying there in Mayapur, always dancing and everything. And when we are in front of Radha Madhav and the Ashtasakis, the curtains were closing and it's the last darshan. We are almost leaving Mayapur. He started crying so much. It's like, just control. It's okay. We can come back to Mayapur whenever we want. She's like, no, no. I was thinking how stupid I am that from the spiritual world, I forgot Krishna and I fell into this material world. I wanted to enjoy myself without Krishna. How can I do that? How I misused my minute independence that I wanted to enjoy without the Lord. How can I, how stupid I am and how sinful I am. So I was like, what realization? Because the way she thought was, how can I leave such association of Radha Krishna and the Sakis and devotees and leave come to the spiritual material world for sense gratification. So that realization, that repentance should come from us. Like not like the Gosamis, but at least that separation. Where is Krishna? I am here. We're suffering in this material world. That small thing. So it is said we should be very eager and actually try to become engaged in a particular type of service. This is called laudya. Try to become engaged in particular type of service. Such tears are the price for the highest perfection. And if one develop this laulyam, Arupa Goswami says, Tatra laulyam abhimulyako kevalam kodi janma sukritana lapyate. After so many janma sukrita also, you won't get that. But that desire should come to do devotional service. Or excessive eagerness should be there for meeting and serving the Lord in particular way. That is the price to enter into the kingdom of God. So we should have that laulyam. So this is the verse. Madhya Leela also it says, Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Mati Priyatam Yadi So Api Labhyate Tatra Laulyam Api Mulya Ekalam Janma Kodi Sukrutana Labhyate Tatra Laulyam Api Mulya Ekalam. This pure devotional service in Krishna consciousness cannot be had even by pious activities in hundreds and thousands of times. It can be attained by paying only one price. What is that? The intense greed to obtain it. If it's available somewhere, one must purchase it without delay. Like you should have that desire, like as Prabhu said, we have that desire to attend Mangalarati. That is good. That desire is required actually, Prabhupada says. And then Krishna will make it happen somehow. That one Mataji, very difficult to take initiation because husband taking non-veg, so many problems at home. But she had that intense desire. And once Guru Maharaj was saying, you have the desire to get initiated, you're already initiated. The rest is just a procedure. Because that intense desire is required, then Krishna will capture that desire. And that's the only thing required, that intense desire to do service. Oh, Krishna, I want to do this. I want to do this. Spiritual desires, okay, not material. That desire to do some service or desire to do things. Okay, that should come. Expecting Lord's mercy. So even after undergoing so many problems, we should still fix in devotional service. This verse from Bhagavatam says, Tattena kampam susamikshamanam gunjana evatmakritam vibhagam Ritvapagupi Vidata Namaste Jive Vayutupades Dayapat. Like somebody who's constantly awaiting Krishna's costless mercy and who's suffering the resultant actions of his past misdeeds and offering obeisance to Krishna. He is eligible to become liberated. Okay, he becomes the rightful claim. So just imagine there's so many problems coming in your life, but you never gave up devotional service. You didn't give up chanting. You didn't give up your services, and you still ask for Krishna's mercy and suffering all the reactions of your own karma. It's your karma coming back, no? So Krishna is minimizing it. Like devotees are supposed to have an accident and the car was almost crushed. The car went to a crash. Like Mataji could not even repair the car and everybody thought she's gone. But she just had some hairline fracture and she was out of everything. And she recovered. So it was like a miracle. So Krishna some karma was there, but then it was like a second life for her. So many cases where, but she never gave up her devotional service. So whatever reactions are coming, might be so many ways, might be disease or so many problems happening, but you never give up devotional service and you still continue your devotional service in the middle of all the suffering, then Krishna will give that mercy. Then you'll become the right candidate to become liberated, the Dayapak. Okay, they said like to get the property of the parents, the child doesn't have to do anything big. child has to remain alive. The son or the daughter should be alive. Then only you get the property of your parents. If you're dead, you won't get. Similarly, we should be alive in Krishna consciousness to get the mercy of Krishna. We should not fall down. Okay. Prabhupada says falling down means another millions of janma. So we should not fall down. Okay. We should, even though we had a fall down, we should get up. We should get up because you've seen children, how they learn walking. They'll hurt and they'll fall and they so many times. But do they stop there? They get up and walk. They get up and walk. Okay, so then only they can even become an Olympiad in the running competition or whatever. So, but that's how they learn. So similarly, in devotional service, we have some problem. We fall down, but we should get up with the help of devotees and move. Okay, and we should expect Lord's mercy. Okay, so it should be the statement in Srimad Bhagavatam should be a guide to all devotees. A devotee should not expect immediate relief from the reaction of his past misdeeds. If I came to Krishna consciousness, I'm chanting, I should be free from all reactions. No. Krishna says aham tvam sarva papebhyo, but we should be sarva dharmam parityaja. And mamikam sharanam. We should take complete shelter, and we are not. So the devotees suffer more, in fact. That is Krishna's special mercy. He says, when such impediments arise, we should simply think it's Krishna's mercy and expect his mercy. That's only solace. Okay, because Krishna wants you to do japa or your devotion service more. If that problem was not in your life, you wouldn't be serious in bhakti. You will take bhakti so lightly, might be. So Krishna may cave that problem for you so that you become more attached to Krishna, so that you become detached from this material world. So everything is Krishna's mercy. And if a devotee passes his days in that spirit, it is certain that he is going to be promoted to the abode of the Lord. By such activities, he earned his claim to enter into the kingdom of God. Okay. So anybody knows the story of the South Indian Brahmana?
Yes, Mataji.
What is it?
Mataji, there was a Brahmana who was not that wealthy. He was a bit poor, so he was not able to decorate his deity to a very high level. So he was able to do devotional service only in a simple manner up to his maximum level what he could be. So he used to meditate on like decorating Krishna with so much opulence, so much wealth, and so beautifully. He used to decorate the deities in his mind itself. And when once he was about to offer, he was preparing kheer, made sweet rice preparation. So, as food should not be offered to the Lord in very heat manner, he uh, tried checking the temperature of the kheer if it is cooled down up to the level of offering. So when he touched in dream, all these things he imagined of, and when he touched the sweet rice, he really felt hot. So actually he was just dreaming and desiring for doing all these things, but still his hand really got burnt, Mataji. So even dreaming and endeavoring of devotional
Yes.
service, like doing such things, can improve one's bhav.
Yeah, very good. So this is Manasa Puja, what he did. Okay, so he was imagining the making kheer, but when he touched the kheer to see whether it's hot or not, his hand got burnt. So that was his intense concentration, how he did puja. Like just imagine how great devotee he might be. So story of a Brahmana who worshipped the Lord within his mind. Okay, so if a paraphernalia is not present physically, one can think of that item and offer them to the deity and chanting the mantra. Such are the liberal and potential facilities in the process of devotional service. So you can do Manasa Puja. Like one of my friends, when going for work, she goes through the market and see beautiful flower garlands and so many fruit shops and everything. So mentally she offers everything to Krishna. Sarva Krishna Arpanamas. Everything. No money loss, nothing, but just offering. So Krishna has so many fruits and flowers and everything's been offered. And some of the neighbors, they take flowers to offer to the demigods. Now they don't worship Krishna, they worship demigods. So you are already mentally you offer all the flowers to Krishna, and they are offering the Mahaprasad of Krishna to the demigods. Demigods become more pleased. So this is Manasa Puja. That doesn't mean every day you do Manasa Puja and save your money being a kripana. No, that miser, no. This is possible when the situation is not allowing you, you can do Manasa Puja. But every day the situation allows, we have to offer Patra Pushpam Phalam Toyam. Okay. So we already discussed the glories of worshipping the deities and offering prayers to Krishna, and also Laulyam. We saw Laulyam, what is it, and Lalasamai, and also appropriate attitude towards suffering in one's life, right? How we should take it as special mercy, and Tattenu Kampam Susamikshamanam, take it as a special mercy of Krishna, and then move forward. And also we saw the South Indian Brahmana, okay, how he was able to, do Manasa Puja, and personally also we can take this as the principle, that is how Manasa Puja is also accepted by Krishna. Prabhupada says, if one gives oral reception to the sound vibrated by great devotees and acharyas, that alone will give him relief from all material contamination. And if we hear from those who are actually self-realized, then the nectar in rivers like those which are flowing in the moon planet will flow into your ears. This is the metaphor used in the above verse. Okay, Hare Krishna. So we should hear from the Acharya, the vibration from the Acharya. That means every day try to hear Srila Prabhupada. Okay, you might be attending Bhagavatam class, you might be attending Shastri, whatever it is, but hear from Srila Prabhupada every day. One Mataji, in a DT kitchen, when she cooks, always Prabhupada's lecture is kept. And they discuss about that instead of Brahmikatha. Or when she's washing her vessels, driving in the car, devotees have pen drive where Prabhupada's lectures are played. Just keep hearing, because that's nectar, that's an acharya. So every day you should hear even a short, so 5 minutes or 10 minutes lecture of Srila Prabhupada, somewhere, anything. You have to hear it, because Prabhupada says that oral vibration, the sound vibration, will give you relief from material contamination, because they are speaking from their heart, from where Krishna is personally present. Or pure devotees are Krishna's representative. Okay, others, they just speak, but there's no realization. But this is a realized soul speaking. So definitely please hear Prabhupada every day. Like how during the japa, we keep Prabhupada's japa on the background, because it's a pure devotee chanting. That will affect us. That will have nice influence on us. Similarly, you should hear Prabhupada. Reading Prabhupada's books should also be done. That's how you serve Prabhupada. So I was telling to Surabhi Mataji that we are so fortunate, you could see Prabhupada, but we could not see. And then she says, seeing Prabhupada means serving Prabhupada, and not just seeing Prabhupada like this. No. So we have to serve Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So Prabhupada has given this nectar of devotion in such a nice way that it's so easy. And it's for a practicing devotee. We cannot take NOD for a non-devotee. That for them, Bhagavad Gita is the best. But for us, because it's how you practice, how we take care of the offense. So once one Maharaj was asked, how do you stay so much in Krishna consciousness? 50 years, 50 years in Krishna consciousness, not an easy thing. How do you stay so strong? So he says, I fly in with my wings. One wing is my chanting, devotional service and sadhana. Like never miss Mangalarti, never miss chanting his rounds. Everything is done nicely. And the second wing is avoiding offenses, aparadh. Because if we do aparadh, we come down. So he's like, do sadhana nicely without any offenses, aparadhs, then go up. Then we can fly up. So we should definitely take care. Initially, we do some offenses because we don't know, we are neophytes. But as we advance, we should take care of the offenses, because that's very important. That should not affect our Bhakti Lada beach. Okay. I think we can stop here for today. There's 2 more sessions. So when is the exam? I said last week of
27th, Mataji.
27th. Yes, I need 2 more classes. Today is 6th. Yeah, I need 2 more classes, then we are done. Okay, that is 13th and 20th. I'll take 2 more classes, and 27th we'll have exam. And what is the sloka? When is the sloka?
Third.
Okay. Then we'll quickly finish NOI, because nectar of instruction, I think 11 verses. We can finish it fast, then you shall finish it. So to study fast. The more faster you are, the more better I can finish the this thing. And NOD, I have to give the open book, right? Marks?
Yes, Mataji.
I forgot. Maybe next week.
Okay.
I'll do that next week. Okay. Any doubts? Anything to discuss?
So today
Yes,
we completed chapter 10, Mataji.
Okay. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Just one small question, although I think I know the answer. Since we have not finished Bhakti Vaibhav, we cannot join, we have not finished Bhakti Shastri, so we cannot join this new batch that is starting, no?
Bhakti Vaibhav?
Vaibhav.
No, what I'm planning is once you finish Bhakti Shastri, whoever have finished, we can take extra classes and club to them.
Okay, Mataji. Actually, I was thinking that if we, I thought maybe we have to upload the Bhakti
Certificate.
Shastri certificate. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It is
Okay.
compulsory.
Okay,
Bhakti
Mataji.
Shastri certificate has to be uploaded in the form. Then only you can go for Bhakti Vaibhav. So that's
Okay,
why. So
Mataji.
once you get the certificate, you can join them. So what I'm planning is some extra classes will help, and then you can join the Bhakti Vaibhav batch.
Okay, Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Okay. So any other questions? Or I think we can end.
Okay, Mataji, thank you.
Oh, I didn't post attendance link. I forgot.
Oh.
Nobody remember. You all don't want attendance or what? I used to go for my Bhakti
Mataji, we were engrossed. We were so engrossed in your
I
lecture,
go to my
Mataji. We
Bhakti
also
Shastri
forgot.
class for attendance only. And you are also nice devotees that you are so carried away. Okay, I'll just post it. I forgot. Okay, Nectar of Devotion is very nice, but sometimes you feel sleepy reading it or bored, but don't feel bored. Always, remind me to give a summary class. Okay, I can share that PDF also later on. That's a summary of all the chapters of NOD. I think that will help you to have a capsule form of all the chapters. So
Okay,
that's
Mataji.
one devotee had done that. She has made a synopsis of the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So where we can go through all the chapters. So you can try to fill the form and we can end the class here. Hare Krishna.
Just a minute, Mataji.
Mataji, it's not opening. I don't know if others are also.
No, it opened. It opened.
Just
Okay.
try once more. Might be from some other device.
Okay, Mataji.
Maybe your email ID.
Sorry, Mataji, did you ask my email ID?
No, so might be something wrong with the email ID. Just try
Okay.
with the.
Yeah, done, Mataji. Yes, come.
Did it open for you, Prabhu?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
filled,
yeah.
Mataji.
You filled.
Oh, I don't know why. It's not.
You're done, Mataji.
No, it's not opening, Mataji. I don't know. I will try to fill it. I'll copy it.
Yeah, you can copy the link and try to do it later.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, Hare Krishna. So I hope audio is helping. Please try to memorize the sloka. So it's easy for you. Don't keep it at the last moment. Every day, please practice it for 5 minutes so that it's easy for you towards the end of the exam. Don't keep it for the last moment. It will not help you. Okay, so please try to memorize the verses with the meaning in your own way, words.
Yes, ma'am.
I think we can close. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining.